I just found out that my YouTube video called 2021 Red Horse of the Apocalypse question mark was flagged by YouTube for medical misinformation. My intention was to present um, in a roundabout way without picking a side what some experts are saying, which contradicts what some other experts are saying. We've got experts saying one thing and other experts saying another thing. And I wanted to present both sides. I wanted to present both sides without getting into great details or proofs or presenting evidence or trying to persuade anyone one way or another. My my goal wasn't to persuade people on medical specific matters. My goal was to present a case for the Red Horse of the Apocalypse. But it was still flagged, even though I specifically cut out any words I thought would trigger a flagging by the algorithm. I bleeped them out in editing software just to make sure, and it still got flagged. Now, it's possible somebody flagged it manually, but the video is only released for 24 hours. I doubt somebody manually flagged it of the 10 people that watched the video. Sure, there are people mad that I'm saying the pre-trib rapture is a false doctrine, but somehow I find it hard to believe that a person that disagrees with me on that doctrine is now going to flag videos for medical misinformation. I don't know. Actually, that I take that back. There is a strong possibility because a lot of people um, that watch my channel are not even saved at all. So I mean, the channel was initially exclusively, for the most part, a scientific experiments type channel or DIY channel. Um, and now that I'm getting into faith-based topics, people probably do want to flag me and get me taken down because they hate God. But I admit I did try to circumvent the YouTube community guidelines, policies, um, to present some of the information that I had found in a roundabout general way. Just basically to say, hey, if this information is true, we're in the Red Horse. If this information is not true, then we're not in the Red Horse. And do your research. But just even saying it in a way that was a little too telling or whatever still got me flagged. Still got the video pulled off YouTube. So it's very frustrating. I thought I had done a thorough job, did my due diligence. I'm actually surprised because I thoroughly made sure I didn't say anything that would get me flagged or whatever, by muting out certain words in software. So let's say I was not allowed to say the word apple, then I would say the is something that I like to eat as a fruit. The is also red, but I didn't allow myself to say the word in the editing software, so I thought I'd be good to go. But apparently that's not enough. Like they just have a way to. I mean, they're like very serious about this. So I'm just gonna try my best. It's just the red horse, anyways, that this is gonna apply to, in my opinion. The black horse gets into just inflation of food costs. So that's not going to be muted because it's not medical related. And then the pale green kind of starts getting back into that topic again. I don't know. I'm just going to have to be super careful and probably re-record everything or something. But I'm going to go ahead and put the link to this video in the description, so you guys can still see it on BitChute.com, which does not have this crazy censorship stuff. And hopefully I'm not going to get in trouble if I like step up my game even more. I guess I did have to at least try to censor myself and still put out the video in order to learn how severe the lockdown is on clamping down on what's being called misinformation. According to the World Health Organization, which is what YouTube's community guidelines is following. Um, Apparently, YouTube has not looked into the history of the World Health Organization. They trust them completely, which I believe is really a huge blunder. And they don't want to listen to half the doctors, they want to listen to the other half of doctors. They don't want to listen to half the studies, they want to listen to the other half of studies. So they literally want to silence anyone that disagrees with the World Health Organization, who is in bed with the people that stand to make a lot of money. So look at the money, you'll find the corruption, and it's really messed up. So, anyways, yeah, it's getting ugly out here, guys, on the censorship side of things, and I thought that I had a really non like I'm telling you don't do this, do this. I wasn't like getting all hardcore. I wasn't shouting out a bunch of like misinformation in a crazed, wide-eyed way. I was just calmly encouraging people to do some research and presenting some claims I've heard from both sides of the fence. And I thought that my approach was mature and careful and thought out, and that I was presenting, I'm not even sure, both sides, whatever, but that wasn't enough. It doesn't matter. You cannot even say stuff that doesn't go with the narrative. And to me, that is a huge, huge red flag. Really, all it does is just confirms what I said in the video. It just confirms that we're in the red horse, or that we have been affected by the red horse and we're now in the black horse. But I believe that the horses have overlap. So it's not like the red horse just dips out. The red horse is still there during the black horse. And we're experiencing that now. And this is one side of it is anyone that tries to whistleblow the red horse is going to have an attempt made to silence them. So, and I'm going to go into that in another video that I'm about to put out about that side of things. But man, I got to talk so carefully now. It's so ridiculous. All right, guys. So that's the update.